Hello and welcome to another session sneak peek for our upcoming International Women's Day Together We Thrive virtual summit. This summit is an extravaganza dedicated to the women of the world. We have an 8-day event, March 1st through the 8th, dedicated to these incredible women, and we have over 64 amazing speakers, one of which is joining me here today to give us a little bit of a sneak peek, a preview into her presentation, Lisa Skinner. Lisa, thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, Taylor. Thanks for allowing me to be here. I'm so excited about this summit.
Absolutely. So I am very excited for your session because I think it is something that we don't pay a lot of attention to, but is you're the expert, right? But a rising epidemic in the world, right? And so your topic is all about beyond normal forgetfulness, when to be alarmed that you are at risk for Alzheimer's. I think that is such a necessary thing. And I love that in your session description, you say, has the thought ever crossed your mind that by the time an individual reaches the age of 85, they could be one of the three people who has developed Alzheimer's disease? Did you also know that there are things individuals can do to implement in their lifestyles today to lower that risk by as much as 40%? Obviously, you're the expert in this. I'm so excited for your session, and those are some crazy numbers.
Yeah. So what did you want me to expand on? What people can do?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I think it's wonderful that you're sharing in your session some of those lifestyle tips and things that they can do. And within that, I would actually love for you to share with us a time where you taught a client some of those things you'll be teaching us in your session and the results that client got.
Okay. So I think probably the most profound story that I love to tell is when I was counseling families. I had my own business. I was counseling families on how to be prepared for an Alzheimer's or dementia diagnosis. And one of my clients referred me to this other client, and she called me and asked me to come over. So we set up an appointment. I went to her house, and it turns out that her father had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And her mother-in-law, her husband's mother, had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. And they had each been diagnosed with their respective diseases about 2 years earlier from when I was called over to their house. So this is a really interesting story just because of the way it turned out, and was actually the impetus behind me writing my latest book. So basically what happened was, for 2.5 hours, she and her husband just picked my brain and asked me all kinds of questions. And I shared with them what I teach and why I teach it, and how we can make sure that we provide the highest quality of life for somebody living with, a brain disease that causes dementia. And I'm answering all their questions and giving her examples, and telling stories of my experiences. And she stops me after 2.5 hours. And she says, Lisa, I'm going to stop you right here just for a second, because I want to tell you that you have provided us with more helpful and valuable information in the 2.5 hours that you've been here than we have been able to get anywhere else since we received these diagnoses. And I'm not telling this story to toot my own horn. It's what came out of her mouth next that is the special part of this story. She says to me, you have to write a book. And she says, it would be selfish of you not to share with the world the information that you have based on your experience and your own family history of having 8 family members that have lived with dementia, because people like me and my husband are desperate for this knowledge, and it's so difficult to find.
Yeah.
And So I worked with them for a while.
Mhm.
They shared with me that they had just such a difficult time finding resources and reliable information about what to do on a day-to-day basis. And so as we progressed through my teaching them what I knew, effective responses and techniques and strategies, and really assembling a toolbox for them to use on a day-to-day basis with both of their parents, it turned out that the things that we did implement made a huge difference to everybody's life, their lives as family members and their parents' lives, because they saw such a change
Mm.
in both of their parents based on all the things that I've learned in the 30 years that I've been doing this, that we know can really help provide a higher quality of life for somebody living with Alzheimer's and dementia and have really positive outcomes.
Oh, I love that. And I love that not only in that story, you set them up for success, but you're going to be helping our audience set up for success as well. So, for those of you watching, Lisa's session is March 6th at 9:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, you want to make sure you attend live because not only will you get to look beyond normal forgetfulness and learn when to be alarmed when you may be at risk for Alzheimer's, but you also get to be in Lisa's space. And even through her story, you can see her expertise. But she has been working with family members and caregivers for over 30 years. She's a certified dementia practitioner and a certified dementia care trainer through the Alzheimer's Association and a certified dementia program director. She also holds a degree in human behavior. So she knows what she's talking about. So, what you want to do if you're watching this, you want to make sure you come to Lisa's session live. Again, that is March 6th at 9:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because you get to be in Lisa's space, you get to watch her incredible session, but also, and she's mentioned this a few times if you picked up on it, she is giving away a special gift to one live attendee after her session. So, Lisa, why don't you share with us what that special gift is?
I am going to give away one of my hardback copy books, The Truth Lies in Alzheimer's, Its Secret Faces. And I think it's the best place for people to start because it really helps people have a better understanding of what living with these diseases is really like. So it's a good place to start building a foundation of understanding these diseases more clearly.
Yes. Oh, and such a perfect compliment. As one of our live attendees is watching your session, they want to take it to the next level, they have the chance to win such an incredible book. And just so I remember the name, it's Truth, Lies, and Alzheimer's, Its Secret Faces. So you want to make sure that you have a chance to win Lisa's book. So now you're probably wondering, okay, I've got the date marked. I want to come to Lisa's session and the event as a whole. How do I do that? You're going to go to internationalwomensday.org. That's internationalwomensday.org. And when you click to register for your tickets, if you type in Lisa S as the person who referred you, so Lisa, here on this call, she's the one that referred you, and you can get your tickets for free. So again, go to internationalwomensday.org, type in Lisa S as the person who referred you, and you can get your tickets for free. So Lisa, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of a presentation preview today. And for those of you watching, Lisa and I will see you there.